So in this lecture, I just want to wrap up utilitarianism, kind of conclude, about the theory for now. We'll do a lot more with it. We will apply it throughout the semester. We will think about how to use it, and we might see more about its strengths and weaknesses as we do that. But, for now, I just want to sum up what we've seen so far. And I think it is incredibly hard to deny, and I wouldn't deny, that utilitarianism captures something about morality and something important. One important part of how we think about morals and how we probably should think about them, right? We do think consequences are important. And sometimes I think we are prone to and should be prone to making decisions entirely in terms of consequences, right? The ventilator case I gave you to start with, who you should prefer to put on the ventilator, if you're a doctor with no connection to either person, and it's just you have to choose one person or the other, I think utilitarianism gives you the better answer. The younger person with better prospects of survival, right? And there are a fair number of cases like that where I think, well, yeah, utilitarianism is the way to think about this. But I also think it misses some really important things. The ones that trouble me are fairness and respect for persons. The utilitarian will say, well, usually my theory won't recommend something unfair. Usually it won't recommend, doing something horrible to another person. I'm not sure that that's entirely satisfying, right? If you were let's say you had a retirement account and you wanted to know who to invest it with, and the guy said, well, yes, by my moral theory, if I thought the consequences were good, I would steal you blind and take every cent. But don't worry, that's really unlikely. In any real world case, I almost certainly won't embezzle your money. Or, if you were dropping your kids off at daycare and the teacher said, yes, if I thought the consequences were good enough, I would push your kid in front of a bus. But don't worry, that's incredibly unlikely. I can't think of a real world case where I would need to push your kid in front of a bus. You would not drop your kid off there, right? You would not invest your money with this person. And I think the same with utilitarianism, right? Don't worry, it's really unlikely we will recommend doing something horribly unfair or absolutely horrible to an innocent person. Does not strike me as entirely satisfying. And unless you would drop your kid off at utilitarian daycare or invest your money with utilitarian broker, I don't think you do either. This is not to say that I think utilitarianism is wrong. Top to bottom, we should just throw the theory out. I do think there's something important here. I do think sometimes utilitarianism is the right way to think about some cases, maybe. But I don't think it gets at all of morality. There are things that are important that don't seem to register on the utilitarian's radar. And we will talk about those when we start with Kantianism to see if maybe it can't do a better job with some of the things that utilitarianism just doesn't even see. Now, there's going to be some things that Kantianism will have trouble with that maybe utilitarianism will do better, But, there are some things like fairness and respect for persons that I do think Kantianism is going to improve on utilitarianism. It will have its own problems. We'll see what those are when we start talking about it.